Have you ever felt that ancient scriptures should be more than just historical documents that people debate over? Well, today, we're going to explore an approach that treats them as living, breathing words with real meaning for our lives right now.
It's the big question, isn't it? So many of us have been there. You pick up these profound, ancient texts, hoping to find some guidance or wisdom, but it's just hard to know where to even begin. How in the world do you bridge that gap between their world and ours?
And that really gets to the heart of the problem. Our search for personal meaning gets totally bogged down in all these complex doctrines and historical arguments. Sometimes it can feel like you need a theology degree just to have a voice in the conversation.
But what if there was a different way? A path that was focused less on all that debate and more on personal reflection? Well, that brings us to a guide that offers exactly that.
It's a channel called Keys to the Word, and it's created and hosted by Dr. Alex Kumi. Its entire purpose is to forge a much more personal and reflective connection with these ancient texts.
In Dr. Kumi's own words, the goal is about unlocking the scriptures. And notice the focus here. It's not about winning an argument. It's about gaining personal understanding for our lives today. That's a huge shift.
So how does this actually work in practice? It really comes down to the method itself, focusing on reflection, not on debate.
Instead of trying to cover absolutely everything, the focus is intentionally put on those ideas that are so often confusing or become these major points of contention. The goal is simply to bring clarity to the concepts that trip so many of us up.
This really lays out the difference so clearly. A lot of common approaches are centered on debate, doctrine, and church tradition. But the Keys to the Word method, it shifts that focus entirely over to personal reflection, individual study, and guidance that's drawn directly from Scripture and prayer.
And this is a crucial point. It's independence. Each teaching is framed as a personal study, which frees you up to engage with the material on your own terms, without that pressure to conform to any single interpretation.
And this whole perspective is just grounded in humility. Dr. Kumi makes it really clear that this isn't about having all the answers. Instead, it's a shared journey of learning. He positions himself as a fellow student, not some unchallengeable authority. It feels like a genuine invitation to explore together.
And all of this leads to the final and maybe the most important part of this whole approach. It's not just about learning facts. It's an open invitation to actually grow, personally and spiritually.
So what does this actually mean for you? Well, it's a chance to unlock Scripture for yourself, to apply that ancient wisdom to your real life, and to find a space for quiet reflection away from all the noise of debate. Ultimately, it's about growing deeper in your own understanding of truth.
And the invitation is just so clear. It's a call to join a community of seekers, to engage in this process of discovery with one simple, powerful goal. Let's seek understanding together.
So we end right where we began, but now with a much more personal focus. It's not just about what these texts say, but what they can mean for you. And that leaves us with one final, guiding question. What will you seek to understand?